Meteorologist Diane Phillips with your WTOL 11 weather forecast. We are still holding on to the nice weather. I know that we have that alert day coming, but just to give you that little extra prep time ahead of the storm, thankfully Mother Nature has given us some sun. We still have blue skies here on our Jet Express cam. You're going to find, yes, still some cloud cover, and those clouds will continue to increase as we go through the day, foreshadowing the storm that we have for our alert day. So we are still anticipating that steady heavy snowfall to be in the morning time frame. That means tomorrow morning a lot of us are going to have a slower start, and we anticipate, because of the slower start, that means then delays in our schedule. So just keep in mind that as we wrap up this work week, Friday morning going to be a little bit tricky. So that's why we're giving you that advance notice on the alert day so you can plan ahead for Friday morning. This is the storm that we're watching. You're actually going to find it rolling through eastern Iowa right now. We have the snow. We also have some rainfall that's off towards our south, and you are going to find this system still has a ways to go, but this is what we are watching to be bringing us that alert day storm. Actually, just coming in a few matter of moments into the later morning, we had the issue of the winter storm advisory. So that is going to be moving in. That will actually go into effect later on tonight and last into the early afternoon of tomorrow. That's going to be including southeast Michigan and then our northern tier of counties right along the state line, and then Defiance and Henry County as well. Now, as far as our chance of snowfall, this is kind of a broad look here. You're going to see that it's not really here for our Thursday, but as we go through the day, it's going to be, the night, it's going to be likely that that snowfall is coming down, but then you can see that line starts to drop as we head into your Friday afternoon. So even by Friday evening and into Saturday morning, the system will be out. So the good news is that your weekend should be fine. Now, you will find with our hour by hour forecast as we go through the day today, quiet. However, the cloud cover, that does start to build in. So that, like I said, is kind of the heads up that the storm is getting closer. And really, though, the storm won't start to take off until around that midnight time frame. It will be moving in, and you'll even see some of these brighter blue colors. That's going to be around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and that's going to be that steady and even heavy snowfall. So that means that's right before sunrise. It is going to impact your morning commute, and also some of that travel is going to be quite a bit slower on our roadways. We're also going to be watching off towards our south, that rain and snow line to be cutting through. So we will be not only monitoring that because of snow totals. That's going to be a slash just a little bit because you'll have that rainfall mixing in. But I also want to point out, here we are at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You are going to find still some scattered snow showers. They're holding on. But the bulk of the snow, that has since moved out. So that's why when I was showing you that wide view as far as our timing, you're going to notice those conditions starting to improve. Now, here's a look at some of those snowfall rates. You're going to find those to be around a ½ inch, even getting close to 1/4 of an inch. And that's going to be from 3 a.m. all the way through 7 a.m. So that's even before school, that's before work, lasting through the morning commute. And then once that steady snow wraps up, it's through that mid-morning that we still are picking up on that lighter snow, but the intensity truly does drop as we head into later morning and definitely by the afternoon as that system starts to leave. So for our alert day, still looking at those snow totals, accumulating snowfall, the heaviest of snow going to be throughout southeast Michigan and right along the state line. So in our northern tier of counties, you're still going to be picking up on those heavier snow amounts. We're going to be looking still at that 3 to 5 inch range. A lot of us, though we could have 5 inches that fall, don't forget that surface temperatures are above freezing, and also you're going to have that wet and heavy snow that kind of sags and kind of compacts as well, limiting us to that lower end of this range. Very similar for those that are in that 2 to 4 zone. That's going to be just north of the Maumee River and then down towards our southern row of counties. And actually where we have our southern counties, you're going to still notice 1 to 2 because you will still see some snow, but you'll also have that rainfall that tries to mix in. So it'll be kind of a slushier snow that we have to drive in. As far as those impacts, of course, we have the snowfall, really accumulating snow. That's going to be your biggest impact, thus causing then the slower travel. Wind gusts, those are going to be around 25, even maybe towards 35 miles per hour, but winds not going to be as big of a factor as what the snow is going to be. And one thing to also keep in mind is visibility. For those who are going to be driving before sunrise, as the snow is coming down, it'll be at a pretty quick pace. So that means that visibilities could be down less than a mile if you're driving through some of those more intense snowfall bands. As far as driving concerns, even breaking it down from your morning, midday to afternoon, you're going to find that we have the steady snowfall. That's going to be for the morning. That means that you're going to kind of have that red light as far as your roadways. But I'm hoping that by midday, when we don't have the intense snowfall anymore, Though the roadways will still be cleaning those up, they should be a little bit easier to navigate, but it's really the afternoon and evening our roadways will really start to improve, and that's why we have the green light there. Of course, to stay updated on our alert day, download the WTOL 11 weather app. We're going to have updates from the WTOL 11 weather team on the alert day status. If we need to change any snow totals or even the timing, of course, we will let you know here on WTOL 11 Plus, but also by sending a push alert on the app that is free to download. Looking at our extended forecast, today's also the last mild day. We'll have 43, and then once that storm comes in, bringing the snow, temperatures fall into the mid-30s. That, though, also means that salt will be effective for us, so that is helpful considering we're talking snow. But then you'll find a lot of these temperatures holding in the mid-30s through the weekend, early next week, as we once again watch for some quick systems to bring some lighter snow into the forecast. As the forecast dries out, temperatures do bump up into the upper 30s to lower 40s, but then you will find that we have rain and snow chances to wrap up this 10-day forecast. Of course, though, with the alert day, make sure you stay tuned in to WTOL 11 Plus and the WTOL 11 weather app.